What's up, interwebs? It's your realtor, Jeremy. It's the first week of July. Yeah, it's the first week of July. Getting back from vacation. Give me a break. We're taking a look at Chandler and Gilbert. Let's go. Most of the data that I share with you guys on this show comes directly from our MLS system called the AR MLS, Arizona Regional MLS. We call it armless.
You've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look, it's just a flesh wound.
But I do get information from multiple resources. And as you guys know, I've shared before that I think if you look at a national level or even a state level, it's a little bit too big to really get an understanding of what's happening in your area, because you'll see over the next couple of weeks, there's some very differing information that I'm going to be sharing with you depending on the part of town that your home is in. It's definitely important to look down the cities, but I do get information from multiple sources. One of them is Keeping Current Matters, and this is one of the graphs that I saw recently this week about appreciation projections based on National Association of Realtors. They survey mortgage companies, they survey Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they survey all sorts of groups, so it's not like just one group's opinion, but this is kind of what they expect for appreciation over the next 5 years. They're anticipating 2021 is going to appreciate about 8.66%, then it's going to drop to about 5.12, and then level off to like the threes. None of this is going negative. A lot of people really feel like there's some kind of bubble or something like that. There's not. We're going to see, and what I think we're already beginning to see, is a little bit of a leveling off. It's not going to be quite as frenzied. I mean, if you look at 2020 appreciation, those numbers were in the teens to 20s. I think these are pretty conservative, but basically the idea here is nobody's really projecting that house values are going to, definitely not going to drop. They're still going to be appreciating at about 3 1/3%. So if you have a $500,000 house, 3% of that is $15,000. So that's pretty good appreciation every year. All right, let's get into the numbers. First, we're going to take a look at Chandler. Now, reminder, these are numbers from June 2021. I got to eat crow a little bit. I thought for sure that our buyers were going to dip off a little bit. They didn't. They actually picked up a hair. Luckily, our inventory also picked up a little bit, which I was anticipating. Average sale price continues to creep up at the same pace. That is a sign, really, that we're not like in some hyper accelerated bubble that's going to pop, is the fact that we've consistently ticked up almost the same kind of rate since November. Then we got absorption rate. Because of the increased inventory, we did have the absorption rate finally tick up to 0.6 of a month. Sold to list ratio, you can see that's also beginning to level off as well. Average sale price was $526,587, up from $389,937, a 35% change from June of 2020. Year-to-date number is 28.3% appreciation. That's a little closer to accurate. Days on market were 20, down from 40 last year. Spread of houses, we actually sold more houses in June of 2020 than we did in 2021. That's the first time that's happened all year this year. 2021 has outpaced every other month by a pretty significant margin. The most popular sold price point was the $400,000 to $500,000, but not too far behind is the $300,000 to $400,000, which was traditionally our top price band. But take a look there, $550,000 to $750,000 had the same number sold as $300,000 to $400,000. So I know I've talked in the past about like these emerging luxury markets and stuff like that. Chandler doesn't get quite the attention on the national scale. Like when I'm talking with my Institute for Luxury Home Marketing group that I'm a part of, they talk about Peoria and Gilbert being emerging luxury markets. I think Chandler is right there in that discussion as well. If you appreciate the information I share in this video and you want to learn more, would you hit the subscribe button down below and also like this video? Really appreciate it. It helps you know when I post new videos. It also helps other people that want to know more about the real estate market find my videos. I appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at Gilbert. Again, got to eat crow a little bit. We had Gilbert buyers tick up just a little bit. Not a ton. It's definitely not anything dramatic, but I was feeling like we were going to see a little bit of a dip. In Gilbert, the new listings increased more than the buyers, so we've got an increase in inventory in Gilbert as well. Other than that weird blip in April, pretty steady incline, though it is leveling off just a little bit in Gilbert. Absorption rate, as you can see, it has been significantly increasing in Gilbert. And I'm not sure why Gilbert's seemingly outpacing Chandler a little bit in an increase of inventory. Thus, the absorption rate is actually a little bit higher, almost 0.7 months. Still not a lot of inventory. It's still not. It's increasing, but it's still, yeah, there's not a lot. Sold to list ratio, whereas Chandler's leveled off a little bit, Gilbert did kind of have a little bit of an uptick. We thought it was kind of leveling off last month. It's still over 105%, meaning if you're looking to buy in Gilbert, you're likely going to pay more than the list price, more likely than you would be in Chandler or any of the other East Valley cities. Average sale price $580,113, up from $407,382, a 42.4% change. Whew. That's some appreciation. 18 days on market, down from 40 days. Year to date, though, is just 29.14. And the spread of houses, again, like Chandler, we sold fewer houses last month than we did in June of 2020. Similar to Chandler, the most popular price band was the 400 to 500 at 169 houses. And just like Chandler, 550 to 750 was hot on its heels. It'll be interesting to see how many more months it takes for us to see the jump up where 550 to 750 is going to be our most popular price point. Comment below how many months you think it's going to be. One other note, we had 24 houses sell for over $1 million in Gilbert. That's a strong showing. Last year, only one sold. And one of the houses that sold this year was even over $3 million. It's impressive. All right, well, I appreciate you guys checking out this week's video. Just got back from vacation. I didn't get much tan, but bonus, I didn't get sunburned. It's good to be back. This week's Valley Market Update's a little later in the week. Next week's will come out on Tuesday. Thank you for checking out the video. And again, if you appreciate the content, would you do me a favor and like and subscribe to my channel? I really, really, really appreciate it. And join the discussion below in the comments. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next week on the Valley Market Update. Bye.